Fuel Esports has a lot of student staff and players, but other than watching their sick clips on stream, we don't really know too much about them. My name is Joshua Chen, also known as Boo, and for my rest of the time here, I'm going to be interviewing some of the key players that have been involved in Fuel throughout the years. Stay tuned as we have staff, players, and captains talk about how they got started at Fuel and how they've shaped Fuel throughout the years.
It's not possible I know it's been said over and over, but it's really not possible without everyone's help pitching in and making sure that everything is really as good as it can be. And yeah, that's really about it. Thank you, each and every one of you, for doing what you do. It's really something special that I will take with as far as I go. And yeah, that's really all I got. Thank you.
Welcome back to another interview. My name is Boo. This time I'm joined by
Kryptonite.
All right, hello Kryptonite. So I don't think we've talked very much like prior, but could you just give me a little recap on how you joined Fuel and like how long you've been here?
Yeah, so I was walking down Forwell Hall just going to the gym, and little do I know, there's a whole big area that has just a bunch of monitors and a bunch of different people with Fuel jerseys, and I'm like, esports, I like esports. What's this? So I ask, and yeah, that's really where it started. I just asked, and just a bunch of cool information, and yeah, it's been about a year that I've been a part of the Fuel production team.
Yeah, and what program are you in like at Fanshawe?
So I'm graduating from the BRT3 Film and Broadcast Media program, and yeah, it's great. I love it, and I'm excited to see what's after that.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense to why you applied to be the producer at Fuel. Is that something that like you immediately wanted to do, or were you looking to play games first on a team?
So I did actually join the team, the Call of Duty team, and our 2024 fall roster did indeed win the divisional championship for NACE. So, woo! Um, and yeah, so I was a part of that roster, and I was not part of Fuel at that time in terms of the actual staff,
Mhm.
but shortly after I applied, got accepted a little bit later, and then yeah, it's about really how it went down. Nothing too glamorous.
Mhm.
It was just one step over, or rather one step in front of the other, foot in front of the other, and then yeah.
Yeah, and so you were telling me that came from COD, but you're also producing games like League for us. So what kind of goes into producing like new games that you haven't necessarily like played before?
Research, time, and just repetitions. It's really just repeating what you've learned, but also expanding on what you've actually learned, and always trying to get better. It's really just a situation where you find out what you have to do, and then just get better.
Yeah.
Obviously easier said than done,
Mhm.
but like I said, repetition and trying to improve with people around you. It's very comforting that I have a great team here, so it's easier than I guess in most other situations.
Yeah, and do you have like any inspirations for like what you produce for?
I mean, there are various like leagues and teams and other producers, but nothing like I guess hands down that I'd say, yeah, that's someone that I look up to. It's more so I want to take the best aspects that I see from other productions and and just kind of make them my own. Um, that's yeah. I don't know if that really answers your question, but
No, yeah, that's good.
yeah.
I've been told that you are a very big Pittsburgh Penguins fan.
Once upon a time, yes.
Once upon a time, so
Once
not
upon a
not anymore.
I am. I just don't follow. I don't follow. Unfortunately, I just don't follow much hockey or
Mhm.
any other sports as often as I would like to.
Mhm.
Just busy and other priorities. But yeah, once upon a time, I was going nuts over the Pens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they just made the playoffs, so hopefully maybe you can just watch during that.
Yeah.
Do you feel like your experience with like or watching more traditional sports or like real sports has kind of influenced your producing at all?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Coming from I mean, most people who are in the production space have at least some sort of background when it comes to sports, right? Traditional sports, and then they find out, oh, esports is a thing. I like esports. Let me kind of hop onto this. So I think definitely some grassroots things, I guess, that
Mhm.
I'd gravitate or rather, I take from traditional sports and make into my own. So yeah.
Yeah, and do you feel like there's a big difference between broadcasting traditional sports and esports, or do you feel like you can kind of take the same ideas from traditional sports and just apply it?
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It's just you got to figure it out, but also see what works from other productions and try it, test it, then test it again, and then test it again,
Mhm,
and then that's really about it. There, from my experience at least, there are some things that you can translate over.
mhm,
For example, like the scoreboards, the tickers, those things you can. But then when you get a little bit more complex, you have different situations where you can't necessarily um, just take from traditional sports and then bring it over to esports. It just doesn't work. For example, scheduling, right?
mhm,
Esports, you can bang out what like handful of matches in hours.
mhm,
Whereas traditional sports, it's typically not how it goes because you have to get a team there, physically there, right?
mhm,
Even if you do get them there, it's in and out scheduling. It's just typically a nightmare. So
mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like you've kind of talked or touched upon like how this was a big learning opportunity for you. Like you can just keep testing things over and over. So what kind of things have you learned that you think will help you in the future?
Teamwork, definitely. It's something that I will take going forward, making sure that communication is key, right? Sometimes people are thinking something that I'm not thinking, or vice versa, right? And it's really a team effort. As much as some people might say, "Oh, it's all me," or all one or two people, it's a team effort. It's the same thing with the crew on set. So for the film aspect of it, right? Just because you are, let's say, audio doesn't mean it's a lesser role, or just because you are a production assistant doesn't mean it's a lesser role, right? Those are all roles that we all need in order to have a proper functioning production, especially if you have other pieces that aren't there or aren't as strong, right? So you really got to kind of get everything together and try and make a good production and then just keep it going, right? Because reliability and just great production is the name of the game, right?
Yeah. And that's kind of like a perfect way to end things. That's been Kryptonite. Is there any final things that you want to say or anything that people should know about Kryptonite or any shoutouts that you want to say?
I just want to say thank you to everyone who tunes in to the Fuel streams. I see a lot of repeat faces. I see a lot of new faces as well, obviously usernames. But yeah, no, I just want to say thank you to everyone who tunes into the streams, but also tunes into the Call of Duty streams specifically, and I guess Valorant too, because I have a soft spot for FPS games, CS as well, and Siege. But yeah, that's really about it. Just thank you for tuning in and thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much.
No problem. Thank you so much. And thanks for listening, guys.
Peace.